I'm here at Bletchley station. I was literally here a week ago. Why am I here now? The Marston Vale Line is getting some trains back today and I'm here to ride one of them. It's at least a bit lighter than last week. Let's go and ride some trains. Train, it's a 150. I think we can forgive this 150 though. So basically, until a year ago, the Marston Vale Line was run using the Class 230 converted D-stock. Viva Rail went into administration this time last year. They were maintaining the units that we used on this line. So this line was left without service and has been a rail replacement bus for a year. Today is the first day. It's getting 4 trains in each direction back. This is the second of the day. I haven't come here for the first. It would be a bit too early for me. So I am willingly now going to ride on a 150 to Bedford. The guy with the bigger camera, the local news guy, is getting his cutaways.
Welcome aboard the service to Bedford.
It's very Northern Rail in here. This feels very familiar. So we just went past one of the other units sitting in the depot. So in the turn up for the books, it's Northern and Northern 150s. And Northern 150s that have come to save the day here in, is Bedford to the southeast? I'm going to call it the southeast. 3 Class 150s have been cascaded down from Northern to operate on this line. It will use 2 each day and one of them will act as a spare. Don't worry, people of the southeast. I'm sure they've got rid of the smell of Greggs from them. You could start filling up the smell of Pret-a-Manger. So it might be a 150 and you know we hate 150s around here, but I think we can forgive that because even a 150 better than no train at all. On the outside it looks really smart, it's all been painted in London North Western livery. On the inside it's still a bit northern, so it's feeling very familiar to me. I thought I'd got away from these. I always say it, but there's always something a bit special about a sunrise through a dirty Class 150 window. It's like being in Cornwall all over again. So we get into Bedford at, it's like 8:47. We're going to get half an hour there before we just turn around and go back to Bletchley. Guess that's what you got to do when you're actually planning on being in Devon on the day this is happening. Yeah, we've just made a slight little detour on the way down. People often underestimate the views you can get just in these fairly nondescript places. But that was a nice view back there. And that was the other 150 which goes the other way. Then when that gets back to Bletchley, that will go back to the depot and it'll come back out again this afternoon. What a name, Lidlington. It's just so British. It's like almost as British as from last week, Cheddington. Cheddington, Lidlington. It's just so stereotypically British down here. And I love it. I'm here for the stereotypes. So, mini train review. I've never actually reviewed a 150 before. I mean, the seats are nicer than they used to be. They used to be awful. We've got Northern Blue maquette. It's got information displays. That's about all it's got going for it. I'm not going to lie, it's a terrible 150 other than that, but like I've said before, a terrible 150 is better than no train at all. So they can have a bit of a free pass. Right, so where are we now? Very good question. Millbrook, famous for its proving ground.
Welcome aboard
often,
service to...
So to you people of Bletchley, Bedford, and all the places in between, thank you for taking at least 3 of our 150s away from us. Can you take a few more, please?
The next station is Kempton Hardwick.
We've had a change of plan. We're going to get off at Kempton Hardwick because that seems like a good idea. Even though there's nothing there. Well, nothing really notable there. What we're going to do, we're going to stay here at Kempton Hardwick for an hour, because it's going to take an hour for that train to go to Bedford and back, because it takes half an hour in Bedford. So I don't know what you do in Kempton Hardwick for an hour, because an hour is a long amount of time. And as you can see, there is literally nothing here. But I like pretty countryside. I'm a big fan of pretty countryside. We're going to go over to the other side, because we don't get trapped on this side. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you can do in Kempton Hardwick for an hour. I mean, it'll be too late for us now, but anybody else that finds themselves here for an hour will be able to, you know, take note. So Kempton Hardwick itself is 2 stops at Bedford. The next stop is Bedford St John's, and then you've got Bedford Main Line, whatever it's called, where the train terminates. What I do like about this station is, as I fall off the path, I'm not used to walking backwards. This is like completely new to me, so I'm kind of relying on my glamorous assistant to tell me if I'm going to walk into something. For such a station with low usage, it's got really good facilities. Like, it's got a ticket machine, it's got full displays. We all love a good level crossing. And one of the things I have noticed is the timetable display. Come with me. Bearing in mind this service only started today, the timetable is up to date already. In a lot of places, in these little stations, the timetables aren't up to date, but it's showing like the Bletchley, the 8 o'clock is a train, which we've just got on. Right, so what's going on is they're running 4 trains in each direction. You've got 2 in the morning going in each direction, and you've got 2 in the afternoon going in each direction, but they're only running in the week. They're not running on Saturdays yet. Early next year, they're planning on returning the full hourly service in each direction. For now, everything else is a replacement bus. While we're here at Kempton Hardwick, it seems like an appropriate moment to say a massive thank you to my lovely patrons. You're all scrolling on screen right now. You allow me to come down and do videos like this. Massive thank you for your support, and if you do want to get your name onto this list, the links to do so are in the description. Thank you guys for supporting. One of the things I've just noticed is just how long the rail replacement buses are taking. Like, there's one that leaves here at 9:09, which is in about 10 minutes time. That takes until 10:23 to get into Bletchley. And we're getting the train at 9:27, and we get into Bletchley at 9:58, like half an hour before the bus that leaves nearly 20 minutes before us. I think the people at the stations between Bedford and Bletchley are going to be particularly loving having their proper fast train service back. Today I learned that the threshold for triggering the busier than usual notifications on Google Maps is like really low, because we've triggered it, and there's only 2 of us here. If you're into that kind of thing, this was the least used station in Bedfordshire for a while, so if you want to watch a video on that, you know who to watch. I'll leave a link. So from here at Kempton Hardwick, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for watching. It's really good to see trains back on the Marston Vale Line, even if they are 150s, and looking forward to when the full service resumes next year. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to leave a link to the next video that I think you should watch just here, but for now, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.